Did you know there's one word in the English language that's been used to start wars, inspire revolutions, and change the course of history? It's not love, power, or money. It's a word you use every single day without even realizing its true weight. Stick around, because today, we're uncovering the shocking story behind the word freedom. Words are powerful. They can build bridges or burn them down. They can inspire millions or crush dreams in an instant. But out of all the words in the English language, few have shaped the world as much as the word we're talking about today. It's a word that's been shouted in protests, whispered in prayers, and written into the laws of nations. It's a word that means something different to everyone, yet somehow connects us all. Today, we're diving deep into the history, meaning, and impact of the word freedom. But here's the thing, freedom isn't as simple as it sounds. It's not just a word you find in a dictionary or a concept you learn about in school. Freedom is messy. It's complicated. And throughout history, it's been one of the most fought over ideas in the world. Why? Because everyone wants it, but not everyone agrees on what it really means. Is freedom the ability to do whatever you want? Or is it the absence of oppression? Is it a right, or is it a privilege? And why does this one word have the power to unite and divide entire nations? That's what we're exploring today. Let's start with the basics. The word freedom comes from the Old English word freedom, which literally means the state of being free. But even back then, it wasn't just about physical liberty. It was about power, rights, and independence. Fast forward to the 13th century, and you'll find the word freedom being used in the Magna Carta, one of the first documents to challenge the absolute power of kings. It was a huge deal at the time, and it set the stage for centuries of debates about what freedom really means. But here's where it gets interesting. The word freedom didn't just stay in England. It traveled across oceans and continents, taking on new meanings along the way. In America, it became the rallying cry of the Revolution. "Give me liberty or give me death," shouted Patrick Henry. And suddenly, freedom wasn't just an idea, it was a battle cry. It was written into the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and the Bill of Rights. It became the foundation of a new nation. But freedom wasn't just an American idea. In France, it sparked the French Revolution. Liberté, égalité, fraternité became the motto of a movement that would change Europe forever. In India, Mahatma Gandhi used the concept of freedom to lead a non-violent revolution against British rule. And in South Africa, Nelson Mandela fought for freedom from apartheid, spending 27 years in prison for his beliefs. So, what's the common thread here? Freedom isn't just a word, it's a force. It's a force that drives people to fight, to dream, and to demand change. But here's the catch, freedom isn't free. It comes at a cost. And throughout history, that cost has been paid in blood, sweat, and tears. But let's zoom in a little closer. What does freedom mean on a personal level? For some, it's the ability to speak their mind without fear. For others, it's the chance to pursue their dreams, no matter where they start in life. And for many, it's simply the right to exist as they are, without judgment or oppression. But here's the thing, freedom isn't just something you're given. It's something you have to fight for, every single day. Think about it. How many times have you felt trapped by your job, your relationships, or even your own mind? How many times have you wished you could break free from the expectations of others and just be yourself? That's the power of freedom. It's not just a political idea. It's a personal one. And it's something we all crave, whether we realize it or not. But here's the twist. Freedom isn't always what we think it is. Sometimes, the things we think will set us free, money, success, fame, end up trapping us even more. And sometimes, the things we fear, failure, rejection, change, are the very things that can set us free. It's a paradox, but it's one that's been explored by philosophers, writers, and thinkers for centuries. Take Viktor Frankl, for example. He was a Holocaust survivor who wrote one of the most powerful books of all time, Man's Search for Meaning. In it, he argues that even in the most oppressive circumstances, we still have the freedom to choose our attitude, our perspective, and our purpose. It's a radical idea, but it's one that's been proven true time and time again. So, what does all of this mean for us? It means that freedom isn't just something we fight for on a global scale. It's something we fight for in our own lives, every single day. It's about breaking free from the things that hold us back, whether that's fear, doubt, or the expectations of others. It's about finding the courage to be ourselves, even when it's hard. And it's about realizing that true freedom isn't just about what we can do, it's about who we can become. Here's the truth: freedom isn't a destination. It's a journey. It's a journey that starts with a single step, a step toward understanding, toward courage, and toward change. And while the road to freedom isn't always easy, it's always worth it. Because at the end of the day, freedom isn't just a word. It's a way of life. So, what have we learned today? We've learned that freedom is more than just a word. It's a force that's shaped history, inspired revolutions, and changed lives. It's a concept that means something different to everyone, yet connects us all. And it's a journey that we're all on, whether we realize it or not. But most importantly, we've learned that freedom isn't just something we're given, it's something we have to fight for, every single day. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the power of words, hit that subscribe button. Because next time, we're exploring another word that's changed the world, and you won't want to miss it.